I, Dr. Vijay Tangde, welcome you all for a refresher course in disaster management. First of all, I welcome you all to the online refresher course in disaster management. Disasters have devastating consequences. They cause deaths, the destruction of property and infrastructure, mass displacement, social and economic disruptions, and damage to the environment. The increasing number of emergencies and disasters have resulted in an urgent need of awareness about man-made and natural disasters. Although floods, earthquakes, typhoons, cyclones, and other natural hazards can't be prevented, their impact on communities can be limited through disaster risk reduction and management practices. In this refresher course, we aim at the objectives, namely to provide comprehensive disaster management awareness, knowledge and skill to enhance the capabilities of teachers of higher education, to understand risk and vulnerability, prevent a hazard from becoming a disaster, mitigate its impact by making communities more resilient and tough. After studying this course, we expect that the learners from across the globe shall be able to broaden and deeper their understandings of disaster management. This course prepares learners to undertake the task of coordinating rescue, safety, recovery, and relief measures during and after a man-made or natural disasters. They also learn to create community disaster plan to prepare for possible emergency situations. Through lectures and analytical exercises, the course prompts learner to consider the methods to minimize the loss of life and asset, recover resources following an emergency, and use of technology to aid in the relief efforts. In this course, one learn about the social effects of disasters. Discussion includes mental health during disasters, vulnerable population, and organizational challenges. In this course, one explore the political and legal aspect of disaster management, public policy, administration, liability, and other law-related aspects of emergency and disaster management are covered. This course brings the best of existing online learning with new technologies so that the learner can easily interact with the rich content and with their fellow participants too. Through online simulations and lectures, students learn how to lead, run a command center, and adhere to regulations. The course contents of disaster management are covered through 35 modules, which are broadly categorized into 7 sections having related subtopics. Briefly, the course content covers understanding disaster, types of disaster, impact of disaster, and major disaster in India. Secondly, concept of hazard, risk, vulnerability, concept of resilience, risk reduction, and of course, national policy on disaster management, legislation, administrative structure and governance, and Disaster Management Act 2005. Mainly the flow of course contents would be focused chronologically through following 4 points. Number 1, response. Number 2, recovery. Number 3, mitigation including prevention. And number 4, preparedness. Since the course is being prepared for the teachers of higher education, it is very important to understand the role of educational institutes in case of emergencies and disaster response, recovery, mitigation, and preparedness. For this, the bases are, of course, knowledge, competency, and skills. Majorly, the module will focus on various aspects of disaster management through lectures, which will be focusing on the topics covering number 1, emergency methods of casualty handling, number 2, critical incident stress management, number 3, use of personal protective equipments, number 4, chemical and biological emergencies and safety, number 5, overall disaster preparedness, prevention, response, recovery, and rehabilitation. and of course, the specific case studies to understand the utility of and applications of the course. All these modules have four-quadrant approach, namely tutorial in the form of video lectures, e-contents, web resources, and assessment. Learners shall have online examination of multiple choice questions based on the video lectures and demonstrations, and once they have completed the course, learners will receive a free online certificate. Teaching faculty from all over India of all the streams including arts, commerce, science, engineering, law, education, forensic sciences and social sciences, etc. can opt for this refresher course. These courses have highlights like these programs can be completed fully over the internet, use of internet-based programs to take part in discussions and view lectures, internet-based chat platforms and message board provide students with the opportunity to correspond with classmates and instructors. And of course, I feel this will provide a good platform and opportunity to help build nation. Thank you. Looking forward for your joining to the course.